Alright, what's up YouTube? This is another video, cause I didn't want to make the Frank Ntilikina video too long. But this video is about, RJ Barrett and what do I think about his struggle so far in Summer League? Cause somebody, asked me that in the comments. What do I feel about his struggles? And simply what I think it is, he just don't have his legs under him. You know what I'm saying? And his timing is off, and people are scouting him. They're trying to make him go more right. They're overplaying his left, and he's trying to do so much when he's going to his left, and cause that's his dominant hand, and they're playing him for that. So this Summer League, this last game against the Raptors, I finally see him start going more towards his right. That's his problem, and he's just not finishing at the rim. And the reason why he's not finishing, he don't have his legs, and you can see it on his jump shot. He had so many jump shots that he hit front rim or the air, but he don't have his legs. And I honestly believe it's just a conditioning thing. You know what I mean? It's one thing to shoot jump shots and you just shooting jump shots, but honestly, he probably hasn't been playing 5-on-5. He probably hasn't been doing any type of sprint work or parametric work. He probably took a break of all that and was just, he knew he was getting drafted, so he probably didn't push himself. It's all about conditioning with him. Like, he's not ready right now, but you know what I'm saying? The more games he plays, he's getting in shit. Cause today he didn't have a bad game like the other games, but now it's like, okay, once his legs get under him, his lungs and everything, his timing, he's gonna play well, because a lot of those shots you see that he missed, their arm is just short. It's not like he's bricking his arm, and that's because he don't have his legs. I know that's exactly what it is, and I honestly believe he probably didn't. From the time he worked out to get drafted and to getting drafted till now, he probably wasn't doing much work. And that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's okay, because it's not the season. It's regular season, and he's working on things. And also, he's getting scouted now. Now you're playing against different type of competition. You're playing with guys that, they're guys from last year's draft and, guys from this year, and you're being scouted. So, there's plenty of times he's holding the ball, and everybody trying to, if they giving him the left, they're loading up. So it's one guy here and another guy behind him. So even if he beats the next guy, the guy rotates and he tries to finish through them instead of just trying to figure out how to pass the ball through that. And that's something that will come in time when they sit down and watch film. And then when he's going right, he goes right, and it seems like he's a little step slow. He charged into you, or his timing is off, and it's awkward for him at this particular time. And when he's going up, he missed a lot of layups the last couple of games. He gets to the basket, he's missing stuff. He's missing stuff. And that's because he don't have his legs. He don't have the same lift and explosion. And you can even look at his dunks. Look at his dunks in college that he had when he took off and just banged it on people. And you look at him now, he had an alley-oop dunk, and it didn't even look that spectacular to me. And I know it contributes simply, he don't have his legs. So I already know he probably didn't do, he probably wasn't doing no sprints, some parametric work. And I would tell fans to be patient with him, because it's just Summer League. You know what I'm saying? Some guys go out in Summer League and they kill when, regular season start, they do bad, or Summer League they do bad, and regular season they do good. It's all about being ready when your numbers are called. Now it's time to be a professional, when to work out. The same thing like being a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I had an argument with a friend of mine before. I shouldn't say, I had an argument before, because, I remember we used to talk about boxing, Muay Thai, and how to prepare for fights. And, he always say, oh, you need 6 weeks to prepare for a fight, 6 to 8 weeks, because professional boxers need that. And I said, no. The fighters that need that is fighters who don't train. And what I mean by this is they're pay-per-view stars. So they're fighting once or twice a year. So since they're fighting once or twice a year, they're not fighting for the whole calendar year. They may fight, it may be September they fight, and they're not fighting until next year, May. So what are they doing that whole time? They're not even training. They let themselves go. They fat, out of shape. So for them to get themselves back in shape, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for them to get back in shape. But if you look at an active fighter that's hungry, that's, fighting, every 2 months, every 3 months they're fighting, they don't need no 6 to 8 week camp. Some of them guys, you give them 10 days, they right back in the ring when they right back, fighting right when they left off. It's nothing that hard for them. They're gonna get up, they're gonna jump their rope, hit the bag, everything. So it takes them 10 days, 2 weeks to get them back. You know what I'm saying? And it's because they always stay ready. And that's the thing. I think Andre Barrett, he's learning this. You know, he probably just got money in his pocket. I know how the lifestyle. He probably got girls and everything. So he probably went crazy with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went crazy. Like, oh, I'll get ready then. It ain't go. But now he's seen like, okay, I got to put work in. Man, that happens. You got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to stay ready. You know what I'm saying? As an NBA player, basketball is a transition sport. So, you know, he should be doing some sprint intervals. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, sprint for 20 seconds, jog for 20 seconds, sprint for 20 seconds. Do that for a total of 3 minutes, rest a minute, and do sets of those. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to play in the game. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to do, you could do 4 or 5 sets, grab the jump rope, 20 seconds hard, 20 seconds hard, do sets of those. And that builds your anaerobic conditioning up. And then, you know, do some pyrometric work. This is keep you fit. And that's all it is. He just lost his legs. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And his timing is off. And once he gets, and also his shot selection and, you know, forcing things. That's the thing, forcing things. And once he sit down, settle himself in and watch film, and they sit down, teach him things, he's gonna figure that out all entirely. And it's the same thing. It's just about staying ready. And once he stayed ready and see that, you know, once he sees that, okay, this is how I'm supposed to be training. This is how I keep myself in shape. This is how I get in shape, but this is how I maintain it. And when I need to amp it, then I go to another level. Once he sees that, that takes time. He's a young guy. You got to stay patient. Because when I was young, when I first started training, I didn't necessarily understand the train. I didn't understand the way things was. I thought I could take 2-3 days off, and I'm like this. And then I realized if I take time off, there's things I have to watch, like even food. You know what I'm saying? He probably still used to eating cheeseburger, going to McDonald's, let me get a Big Mac and fries and drinking a soda, and after his food digest, go out and play the game and wonder why he's flat. Because your body's spending all the energy to process that damn food that you shouldn't be eating. Now you should be eating whole grain food. You should be watching what you eat. You know how much water you put into your body, electrolytes. You have to watch all of this now because you're a professional. It's the same thing with boxing. You know, I box. You know, I fought in the ring before. You know, I fought plenty of times. I have 16 pro fights. When I used to do this competitively, I said, okay, I have to make sure when I'm training, I don't drink no soda. No soda. It's all water, electrolytes. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm making sure I'm eating brown rice, potatoes. You know, I'm eating like kale, and that's basically it. Corn, vegetables. That's what I'm eating. Carrots. That stuff like this. That rice, potatoes, whether it's sweet potato, regular potato, rice, potatoes, vegetables, some chicken, fish. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? No beef. You know what I mean? Because beef is slow process. You know what I'm saying? Only way I eat beef if I feel like I wake up and I feel weak, and at night I would eat beef because it's slow process. When I sleep, I eat beef, and you know when I go to sleep, I wake up. It's slow absorb. So the whole time my body is absorbing that while I'm sleeping, and my body didn't go into something called catabolic state. When your body thinks it's dying, it eats itself. So you wake up, you feel like you don't feel weak, and that's why I used to that be the only way I eat beef, and I'll eat that, or you know I eat egg, like egg whites, or I just eat an egg omelet at night. I'll eat that with like maybe tomatoes, and that's what I eat at night. And I drink water and electrolytes, and that's how I have my 6-pack and everything. I'm ripped up. And I'm not ripped up. It's because of the food. It's really the food. And he's a young man. He has to realize that he should get a nutritionist. He got to get a strength and conditioning coach. He got to get somebody to help stretch him out. These are all things that goes into being a pro. And I already know the Knicks organization, these people are stupid. They don't know anything. That's why they can't develop talent. And that's probably essentially his problem is right now. And I know that's what the case is, and people want to understand. Cause I know what goes on behind the scenes. Because I didn't met people that was cool with NBA players, and they told me what goes on. They didn't know how to develop players. The medical staff don't know how guys get injured. They don't have a good strength and conditioning program. They try to bulk everybody up instead of saying, okay, I don't need to bulk you up. Let me get you stronger and build your endurance, explosiveness, and build your anaerobic conditioning, your cardio. They don't understand these things. There's a plethora of things to do. And, you know, it happened to me at first initially as a fighter. When I used to train, I used to drink soda all the time, and, you know what I'm saying, eat chips and cookies, and it goes straight to your stomach. You know what I'm saying? I would fight fights and I get hit in my stomach. I feel it. It's from the food that I couldn't get digested. But once I changed my food and, you know what I'm saying, I changed my program, how I trained, and became more anaerobic style, I became a better fighter. You have to train anaerobically. That's why I always put in the comments, you have to get anaerobic training. Anaerobic training is the only type of training you should be doing if you're playing in a competitive sport, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, you know, soccer. it has to be anaerobic conditioning, and people necessarily don't understand it. And I think that's what R.J. Barrett is going through. He just not he just don't have his legs, man. That's why he's struggling, and his timing is simply off. You know what I'm saying? And that's Frank Ntilikina problem. Frank Ntilikina, essentially, his problem is he didn't build his body anaerobically. And once he does that and works on his jump shot and then builds his confidence, certain things, he'll be fine. And that's all I wanted to say to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate y'all watching me throughout this video, and I'll make some more videos. I'm gonna make a shitload of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you, YouTube, for rocking with me, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys, and peace. I'm out.